President Putin came to American soil. They had the discussions there. Not a lot happened, and there wasn't very much by way of material consequence, but it showed a willingness to have a conversation. Could you make the case, perhaps, that actually behind the scenes, Russia is becoming more and more keen on some kind of deal? We know that the economy is struggling. You might bat away that idea, but interest rates are very high. Local regional banks are struggling. There is a sense that they can't just continue ad infinitum like this. President Trump has threatened expanded sanctions to intermediaries who buy their oil and the rest of it. It would be a good thing for President Putin to get a deal out of this and turn the page, don't you think?
Let me make two sets of points. The first is that there are four players in the game. There are the Russians, the Americans, and then there are the Europeans, who've become quite a force recently, and the Ukrainians. I think that what you had in Alaska were two of the players, the Americans and the Russians, coming together. And I think that even if the Americans and the Russians could reach a deal, that it would be impossible for the Americans to get the Europeans and the Ukrainians to buy onto that deal. There's no question that Trump would like to cut a deal with the Russians. And I think that Trump, by and large, would be willing to concede to most of Russia's demands. But even if he does that, right, even if he does that, the Europeans are not going to accept it and the Ukrainians are not going to accept it. And you can't put an end to this war unless all four players in the game agree.